Right then, good afternoon everybody, and welcome along. Of course, CPG is the race tonight, and of course, the brilliant league that we are here to commentate on tonight. Of course, on your channel as well, which is a bit different for me, but of course, it's going to be absolutely great for you, hopefully, and hopefully, it's an enjoyable one tonight out here today in Miami, which I haven't commented on in a good while. It's a brilliant track. I mean, to be fair, it's a bit like Marmite. You know, most people love it. There's a lot that hate it too. So we'll have to see what your thoughts on this track are, everybody. But it is good for some, not so good for others. But then 60 minutes to go, everybody, here in qualifying. We've got a long while today of qualifying, and then we have got the Grand Prix coming up just after that. 9 drivers joining us tonight then, with Vicario in second place on his outlap and heading round to begin his flying lap in a few moments' time. We'll see what kind of time he can put on the board once we get going again. But it's been a while since we've commentated here around the final corner for Vicario. And he heads towards the line and begins his flying lap, ladies and gentlemen, here today for qualifying. But if you have noticed, sorry, we are starting a little bit later today. We are starting at 8:30 instead of the 8 o'clock. We've moved it to half an hour forward just for tonight. And in the chat, in my DM, sorry, Wolfie, just reminding me which Wolfie plays in which, because I always forget. Thanks for that, mate, I appreciate it. So 14 is Wolfie, and TTV, Connor, got it, absolutely, okay. And the stream chat as well, Wolfie joining us, brilliant to see. Good to see everybody here today, and hopefully we're in for a good one today. Of course, out here in qualifying, everybody, and Vicario out there on a flying lap. But it's the first man we've been on board with. We're going to stick with him and see what he can produce for us today out there on the track. With 40 minutes to go, Vicario is fastest in the middle sector. Here he goes then in his Sauber towards the final few corners. Can Vicario make any difference here in qualifying? Can he put a decent time on the board for the first time of the weekend? Over the line for Vicario here on the Friday. 1 minute 31.477 is the baseline time. Here comes the Messiah to begin his flying lap, and behind that is an Alpine of not Maddie Gamebridge, his teammate Twigs in fourth position. Twigs to 1 minute 26.7, much quicker for that man, and he is not worried at all at the minute. Twigs on provisional pole here in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie to second place, 1 minute 28.7, and if I remember right, the last race that we had here was of course the first round. It was very nice to watch. There was some brilliant battles. Hopefully we can get that again today. And what I've realised is, and I realised this last race as well, not as many drivers, but 100% the quality of the racing is there, and that is what we strive for. Oh, as we're just shutting my window, Vicario into the wall then. He was up there in third position in qualifying, now down fifth. 1:31.4 was his final time here in qualifying. Can't put a faster time on the board than that then as he retires from this qualifying session. Vicario is out. The Messiah towards the line. Here we go then, final corner for Messiah, and towards the line. DRS activated. What will it be? It's provisional pole by 7/10 of a second. The Messiah on provisional pole. Twigs in second place. Brilliant time from the Messiah there in the Red Bull. It's very fast indeed, and he is on provisional pole here in qualifying with 12 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. But what a time that was from the Messiah. Myro, 7th position. Wolfie, that's Connor in 8th. And then Wolfie Blaze down in 9. and hopefully we can get a good time from him. But a very nice thing from Wolfie Plays is he has changed his number on his car to 89 today, in memory of his great granddad, which is a very nice gesture. 89 in his car there, and I'm sure that is something very personal to him, and very nice of him to do that as well, here today in CPG. But 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and the Red Bull with a bit of snap of oversteer then round the final corner and towards the line. Into the pit lane though first. Twigs in the pit lane. Frost 2. Mighty Gamer. Jamie. Myro out on his outlap. We've got Connor in 8th in the pit lane. The Wolfie Plays is out there and on a flying lap. Here we go. Can this be a good lap then? Here in Miami, I've got a racing league myself, and we did a spin the wheel to decide the calendar. We got Miami for the last round, and we're not ones to go back on our word, but Miami last round we couldn't do it, so we've had to go to Abu Dhabi, which is one that I'm sure many people like. But yeah, Miami hasn't been one of my favourite tracks anyway. To race on, not too bad to be fair, but commentate, it's not my favourite, but I'm sure these guys are going to provide some pretty damn good racing then, with 10 minutes to go on the clock for qualifying. Wolfie Plays in 9, heading towards the line here in the V car. What can it be? He's got DRS activated. Wolfie Plays then 6th position, and it isn't a bad time at all, to be fair. 6th isn't a bad place to start. Hopefully he can have a good Grand Prix today. Myro in 8th position then, with 10 minutes to go in qualifying, heading right down the back straight here in Miami and towards the final few corners before we reach the line. 8th position, one of the only drivers not to set a time today here in qualifying, with 9 minutes to go. Many of the front runners on their outlaps too, so a lot of competition on the track. Can that be anything to match the Ferrari, who heads towards the line with DRS activated, with a little bit of ERS left? It's 3rd place for Myro. Very, very presentable there, and a very good time indeed for Myro in the Ferrari, just ahead of his teammate marginally by 0.02 of a second. A very good effort from that man right there. And very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff from him. But 9 minutes to go. Twigs over the line. Twigs beginning his flying lap. 2nd place for him at the moment. We've got Connor retiring from the session here today in Miami. But Twigs in 2nd position. What can this man do in the Alpine? With a 1:26.7 in this qualifying session. 7/10 slower than the Messiah. Twigs up by a 1/10.5, but at the moment isn't enough. It does say fastest first sector, and I think that was true to life as well. Is this man going to be up on time in the 2nd sector too? It's looking likely. It could very well happen here today. But the end of the 2nd sector is at the beginning of the back straight. Here for Twigs in 2nd place as he starts it to the left over the end of the 2nd sector for Twigs. It's a 10th improvement again, not enough for pole, but can he find any more time? We're not knowing about at the moment. DRS activated down towards the final 2 corners here in Miami for qualifying. He's got to beat the Messiah with a 7/10 gap between them. Around the final corner then for Twigs and towards the line. What time will it be? Here comes the Alpine. DRS activated. Twigs 2nd place, a 10.5 improvement, still 5/10. The gap between him and the man behind. Pretty crazy stuff then, as the Messiah clearly shows he's one of the best. He is one of the best here today, and doing an incredible job. But 7 minutes to go. It is not over yet. Frost in the pit lane in his Ferrari, being wheeled in now. Jamie is out there in 6 with a bit of ERS. Twigs is out there too with a lot of battery in non and with the fuel mode on, so I think Twigs going into the pit lane now. Maddie in 3rd place in the Alpine. Here we go then. Maddie Gamer, 3rd position, 1 minute 26.9 is their time at the moment, and not on a firing lap this time around, unfortunately, so no improvement for him at the moment. Jamie, though, very much could be beginning a lap now into the final corner. Yes, Jamie will be getting a lap now, 100% ERS. Oh no, into the pit lane then for this round, 126.4. And pit lane for Jamie. Schumacher joins late as well, gives us 10 drivers here today in this qualifying session. And then, of course, the Grand Prix coming up after that. Everybody in the pit lane. Every driver in the pit lane then. Out of the 7 we've got here today. Now 8, of course, because we have got 2 retirees, Vicario and Wolfie Plays, who are not, Connor, sorry, who is not in this session anymore. Wow. Incredible stuff. Sorry about that, just replying to some quick DM from Wolfie. But 4 minutes to go. We've got 10 people who will be joining us for today's Grand Prix. Jamie, the only man out there on the track, the whole track to himself. What can he get out of it? What can he do today? Here today in qualifying, everybody. We are approaching the end. And it has been a very exciting qualifying indeed. Jamie here today in the Mercedes is sat in 6th position with a 1 minute 28.4. He's got the whole entire track to himself. All that space for some brilliant laps. He's got loads of space to put together the perfect lap around here in Miami. And he's going to try and do that now then as he powers down the back straight and towards the final corners then here in Miami. Jamie in 6th position in the Mercedes. The DRS activated, set with his DRS mode at the moment, but he should get that changed as he heads around the final corner now here in Miami with the sun glaring over above the car. The DRS activated, ERS getting used now on the medium, overtaking down the straight. Jamie in 6th, now into turn 1. Can he make any improvements here in qualifying? Being the only man out on track now, apart from Wolfie Plays, who has decided to come out as well. But good stuff so far, everybody. Really, really good qualifying. It's always nice to see here in CPG, and we are going to continue on with it, absolutely, because What more could you want? Friday night CPG, it is always good. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. A few more drivers now deciding it might just be the time to come out on the track. Jamie in 6th position is still on his flying lap. 55% ERS left in that car. Lots of energy to use when he needs it down that massive back straight, and that is where he's going to be needing that. 65%. Jamie, 6th position, and heading around the final few corners, then down the back straight for Jamie today. Can he make any improvements is the question. DRS activated. He's in 6th. Has he found any time with the DRS? The overtake activated into the final few corners here in Miami. The Mercedes, the only Mercedes in this qualifying session today, carrying his team on his shoulders towards the line after losing his rear a little bit there. He improved by 0.2 of a second, but it's still 6th position in this quali session. Look at that, the outlaps from the top 5 looking extraordinary. The Messiah on an outlap, sorry, Twigs on an outlap. Maddie Gamer beginning to start one soon. Myro now has started his lap. Frost as well out there today. Jamie in 6th position is in his Mercedes and absolutely ready to go again if he needs to with 100% ERS. Wolfie plays in 7 over the line, and it is not an improvement for Wolfie plays now, maybe on another lap, but I think that is it for that man here in qualifying. Schumacher with his one and only time he's going to get to put on the board here in Miami, down in 9. It won't be the back of the grid because Connor and Vicario both retired. Can Schumacher, though, put on a presentable time here in Miami? There's a few cars heading towards the line as well. I think that's Jamie going into the pit lane most probably, unless he begins one more. He does begin one more. This is it, the final lap for Jamie as well, heading towards the line. Let's backtrack quickly to the 2 Ferraris that have just begun laps, heading around the final few corners, then qualifying complete. Jamie in 6th position, didn't make it to the line in time. Myro is going to head round the final corner here in Miami. Myro over the line. It's 4th position. No improvement. It's a 10th improvement, but not enough then to do any major damage. Frost with a 2/10 improvement. Can he overtake his teammate over the line? Frost to 4th position. Battles his teammate in Ferrari. He's in 4th position now. Myro down to 5. There is an Haas car of Schumacher with his one and only time here in qualifying in his Haas car. Round the final corner towards the line for Schumacher. What can he do here in the Haas? DRS activated for Schumacher. It's 7th position, 1:28.8. Not enough speed there for that man to put on a presentable time. Wolfie plays then, heading around the final few corners today here in Miami over the line. The DRS will be activated towards that line. Fuel is low. 8th position for Wolfie plays. Maddie Gamer in 3rd, and the fuel light is on though towards the final corner. It's 2.5 tenths up in the middle sector. What can Maddie Gamer do? Here we go towards the line for the final time here in qualifying. Can it make a difference? Maddie Gamer over the line, and we didn't even see it. Brilliant. What a qualifying that was. Maddie Gamer 3rd, no improvement unfortunately. But what laps they were at the end, everybody. Qualifying results is Messiah on pole by 0.5 seconds from Twigs in 2nd place. Maddie Gamer 3rd, El Frost in 4th, Myro 5, Jamie 6, Schumacher 7, Wolfie plays 8, Vicario 9, and Wolfie plays of Connor in 10. Thanks for joining me for qualifying, everybody. It was very nice to watch indeed. Next up is the Grand Prix. We'll see you very, very soon. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The formation lap to begin here today in CPG Formula 1 and of course in Miami today. We've got 10 drivers joining us, so half a grid. And if any of you guys are interested in the news of Formula 1, we've got Cadillac now joining the grid in 2026. So for the new F1 games, looks like we're going to be having to get 22 drivers on the grid now, which is quite exciting. That won't be next game, but it'll be the game after that, so look forward to that one, everybody. That's going to be quite an exciting one, but formation lap to begin here today. And the Messiah ahead there today. He will be beginning ahead in his Red Bull. The number 5 sat proudly on that Red Bull. He took pole position today by half a second. I'm expecting big things from the Messiah today, and we'll see what he can actually produce in this Grand Prix. In his Red Bull, it's all down to the good start. Can he get a good start? He is on the mediums as well, which is going to set him at an advantage to begin this race. Twigs behind on the hards, so going into turn 1, it's looking like Messiah is going to be the man with a greater advantage of staying ahead and holding his position through the first few turns once we begin this Grand Prix. The 2 Alpines looking mean behind the Red Bull, the 2 Ferraris looking mean too, who are just behind the Alpines. Both teams there coming as a pair, as a strong front as one, as we head up towards the line and line up on the grid then for the Miami Grand Prix. The Messiah will be lining up first. Twig second place, Maddie third, Frost 4, Myro 5, and Jamie will then come in 6, Schumacher 7, Wolfie in 8, Vicario in 9, and Connor in 10 after retiring from qualifying. The Grand Prix about to begin here in CPG. Miami then, ladies and gentlemen, the Messiah with a brilliant pole position, but here we go for the 5 red lights here in Miami. The Messiah to get us going, it's lights out and away we go on the mediums for Messiah. It's a brilliant jump off the line down into turn 1. What a start that was, and I told you the mediums definitely working better than the hards down into turn 1. The 2 Alpines working great, so are the 2 Ferraris too. It's very clean off the start, not too many moves going into the turn 1 or turn 2. The Messiah has got the start absolutely perfect right down to the last little tiny inch, because the Messiah ahead, Twigs in second place, Maddie Gamer third, El Frost in 4. The 2 Ferraris still come as a pair then with Schumacher sat behind that, and behind that is Wolfie Plays trying to get on the inside. That man gets spun around, wing damage at the start of the race. Good job for the ghosting on there. VSC is deployed. Wolfie Plays down in 10, spinning around. Oh, so unfortunate for Wolfie Plays. Doesn't deserve that at all, but that one of 29. VSC deployed everybody in this race here for Miami. The Messiah in the lead still. He got the start absolutely perfect right to the last inch of track. That is what we like to see. Confidence in a driver. The Messiah has got all of that and more. But on the first lap of 29, still got a long way to go. Racing again then here in Miami. The Red Bull powering down the straight and ahead of the drivers. Twigs in second, Maddie Gamer in third, El Frost in 4, Myro 5 then, Schumacher 6, all heading down as one into turn 1. Oh, moves going on from behind as well. Wolfie Plays Connor down into 7. Connor who started in 10 into the barrier. That's 2 Wolfie Plays then with contact with the wall today. And Connor brings himself back onto the track in 9 after completely bottling. He started at the back, he was making great progress. Now at the back, Wolfie Plays in the pit lane then to fix his front wing. There we go, all done. Wolfie Plays in 10, coming out of the pit lane now. Vicario dropping down to 8, is Jamie now up to 7 here in the Grand Prix. I think Maddie Gamer might get on his teammates soon as well in this race, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Oh, well, Frost now into the wall as well. Everybody giving a bit of a kiss to the barrier. They're all going into it at this moment in time. Lap 2 of 29, very early stages in the Grand Prix. Many drivers making contact with that wall then today, which really isn't what we want to be doing at the start of this Grand Prix, but you know, better get it gone at the start than at the end, I guess. Into the pit lane for El Frost. Jamie into the lead, into sixth position, sorry, as well. Past Vicario, very nice move. He does go off the track a little bit there in his Mercedes, but switching back underneath is Vicario into sixth position. Fair enough, holding his own. Lap 4 of 29, then everybody, the Messiah in the lead, Twigs in second place, Maddie Gamer is in third, then Myro's in fourth, Schumacher 5, Vicario 6, Jamie in 7, and can Jamie get through past Vicario? We'll try and see, doing what he can. Here we go, Jamie, oh, right behind, bit of contact there as well, but can't make his way through. Oh, what is going on there? Vicario into the barrier! Safety car, that has got to be a safety car. Safety car deployed, lap 4 of 29, huge crash into the barrier for Vicario. Out of this race. That was either on purpose or a wheel disconnection, because that was huge for that man into the barrier, and he's out. He is gone out of this Grand Prix, causing a safety car. Jamie with a drive-through penalty too, and now we wait to get going again, everybody. Still on the safety car then, everybody. Lap 5 of 29 in this Grand Prix. We are just kind of waiting now. One of the boring bits of the Grand Prix, really. Nothing really happens. Sat under the safety car. You do get the odd pit stop, but apart from that, we've just got to wait. Just got to be patient and wait for when we can go racing again. Quick update then, everybody, still in the safety car, but it should be this lap we go in. Should be this lap around once we get to the end of it. All we've got to wait for now is the two RBs at the back of Connor and Wolfie, and then we can go racing once again, which is the most important part. Oh, is that rain I can see? Rain is pouring here today in Miami. Lap 6 of 29, rain is coming down, everybody. We've got rain, and that is going to mean some pit stops in a moment. Safety cars come out at a bit of a crazy time. Wow, we have got some pit stops coming in now, boy, I tell you that. We are going to be waiting for that as well. Let's see what people decide to go on to and when they decide to pit as well. Here we go then, safety car in at the end of this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready? We are absolutely ready for it. We cannot wait to go racing again, and the Messiah will be the man to get us going once more. Get yourselves ready. We're about to go racing again then here in Miami for the third time after the VSC that we had earlier on. Let's get it going, shall we? There we go then, everybody. Let's go racing down into turn 1. Time to go again, and the Messiah absolutely cooking the rest of the pack at the moment in the lead on lap 7 of 29. We've lost Vicario, still 9 drivers here today. The rain is coming down, 9 drivers here, and the RBs of Connor and Wolfie battle side by side, and into the lead of that little battle there goes Connor in 8th position, and that is over with for now. Lap 7 out of 29 though, and Maddie Gamer, oh, what's happened here? Jamie dropping right back then on the backside now. Old Frost trying to make a move, which way he doesn't know which way to go. He's going to try the inside line, being squeezed here. Can he try and get through in his Ferrari today? Old Frost into 6th position briefly. Can he hold it on the Mercedes? Yes, he can, into the 5th position there. 6th position, sorry, and he's gone ahead and done it. Lap 8 of 29, everybody. If you're new to Formula 1 or you're just new to the stream, the safety car isn't out, I can assure you. It always says safety car is out when it isn't. It's a bit of a glitch, visual glitch, and that is actually not true to life. But Messiah is still leading. The rain's coming down a lot heavier now. Safety car is gone in, but we're going to get some pit stops, definitely. There we go, lap 9 of 29, 20 laps to go. The rain's still coming down. People aren't deciding to pit. Surprising, actually. People aren't doing it. Yes, there we go. Schumacher, one person decides to go in, changes the tyres out. Is that going to work out for him now? Because he decided to do it earlier than everybody else. We'll just have to see. Wolfie Plays and Connor have decided to go in earlier on. They are on the intermediates. They have changed their tyres. And Schumacher now. But everybody else is out there on the slicks, and they are not going to work for much longer, everybody. Here we go then, everybody. Keep your eye on this, because the two Alpines, two Ferraris heading down the back straight. Will they go into the pit lane this time around, or will they not, as they head round towards the pit lane? One of the Alpines does. They don't want to double stack. The other doesn't, of course. Does one of the Ferraris do? Yes, they do. The other one stays out once more. Oh, no, never mind. The Ferraris double stacking. Whoa, let's have a look at this one then. Ferraris with a double stack. Having to wait behind, not good timing there. But the Ferrari boy comes in, gets his tyre changed. Good stuff for the Ferraris. Quick and fast pit stop, in and out for them. And Schumacher now into third position in his intermediate tyres. The Messiah and Maddie Gamer, the only two now still out there on the slicks in the rain, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to absolutely do their best to get round to the pit lane. On these tyres, it's going to be a mounting challenge, and we'll see how well they're able to do that. But what tyres, sorry, will this man go on to? It should be the intermediates. When will he do it, is the question. Will it be this lap around? Here we go then, pit lane for Messiah. What will he do? Into the pit lane for the intermediates. Mardy Gamer for the intermediates too. 16 seconds the gap. Will they come out ahead or not is the question. The Messiah now on the inters. Twigs and Schumacher coming around. Who's going to get out? They're not going to get out in time, I don't think. Here we go, down the straight. Twigs into the lead. Twigs into the lead then of this Grand Prix. Or not. The Messiah right there on the backside. I was not expecting that. The Alpine running it wide there. The Messiah trying to get a piece of the action as well. And they came out of the pit lane very, very close there, nearly touching distance out there on the track. Here we go, there's the Messiah gaining on Twigs here today in the Grand Prix. Can he make the move after pitting for the intermediates? The tyres are younger than Twigs here today, and he's going to go around the outside, make the move, and he's into the lead of the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. But a decent race so far, a really decent race that we are watching so far. It's been very nice here in Miami. I hope you're all enjoying so far. But lap 12 of 29 in this Grand Prix, and the rain is coming down fast. It's going to slow the racing down a little bit. Drivers going to start to struggle around the track today, unfortunately, but the rain might not stay for the whole entire time. We might get some dry patches later on, but we'll see. We will see what we get in this race, everybody. As the Messiah leads by 1.6 seconds in this race, a very nice gap that man has from Twigs in second place. Love to see it from Twigs in second place, trying his absolute best to get through. He has lost a bit of time to Messiah at this moment in time, but I'm sure he can gain as soon as physically possible. Wolfie plays with a 3-second time penalty, everybody, in this race today. But only one driver with penalties, and that is Wolfie plays. So I've got to give it to them. Very clean stuff from them so far to be where they are and not have any penalties apart from Wolfie's one, which isn't really much. So incredible stuff from the boys at this moment in time, with only one driver with a penalty. Unfortunately, Vicario retired earlier on, but we've still got the majority of the pack today. I think Wolfie Play has been overtaken by Frost as well. Yes, he has been. Wolfie Plays down to 8, Frost now into 7, making their moves up in the Grand Prix. But a lot of people really spread out today. Maddie Gamer trying to make his move on Twigs as soon as possible. He is right behind. Can he do so? He's only here now, very close to making a move. Is it possible for Maddie Gamer? Lap 15 of 29, and Maddie Gamer still chasing down Twigs. We've got 4.8 seconds, everybody, to the Messiah. He is miles ahead of the pack at the moment, really, really doing well for himself, which is very nice to see. As Trayton in the chat, as I can see in the Discord, says, didn't let me break, wasn't on purpose. Fair enough, it was not his fault, everybody. Vicario, who retired from the session, wasn't letting him break then once he went into the barrier. So unfortunately, as you know, not here, but we are half race distance now, everybody, in this Grand Prix, and the Messiah leading by 5 seconds in this Grand Prix. It's an incredible, incredible race from him at this moment in time, and could definitely be on for the win. It's definitely on the cards. It really, really is. Brilliant racing from him. The rain seems to be kind of, it's not clearing up, but it doesn't look as hard as it has been. Hopefully that's a sign that we're not going to get much more, because we want to get properly racing, not under these horrible conditions that you have to drive on the intermediates on. We want the fast slicks out in the race, but they can still reach very high speeds, nearly 190 miles an hour down the straight on the soft compound tire, on the intermediate, sorry. It is incredible stuff that these cars can do. But here we go then, towards the line for the Messiah, 5.2 seconds ahead of the guys behind him, and makes it lap 16 of 29 in this Grand Prix. Behind that, these guys are battling as well, of Wolfie Plays and Jamie into 8. Now he's got to try and overtake Connor once he gets a bit closer, but he is 9.4 seconds down the road, so a bit further back before he can do anything like that. But your best thing to watch so far is these two, the two Alpines that just want to give it everything all race long. Safety car deployed, everybody. Safety car is out today. The Messiah in the lead, but behind that, something has clearly gone on there to cause this safety car. Yellow flag's being waved. Safety car is out. Myra with the drive-through penalty as well for speeding under the safety car. Really, really harsh penalty they are. You do not want to be getting penalties like that. They really, really do mess up the race. Really, really do. But we'll see how well it can be handled for the man that got it today. Myra Wolfie Plays with a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well. Once he came, oh no, never mind, that was exceeding track limits, 10-second penalty for Wolfie Plays. Still under the safety car then, everybody, and a lot of people still waiting to catch up, so we are definitely not going racing yet. Still got a bit of a while before we do that, but many people, they've got to catch up. I think from the from the bottom 5 they need to catch up then at the minute. That is El Frost, Jamie, Wolfie Plays and Connor. They all need to catch up to the safety car, but Twigs in the lead. Twigs in the lead, and the Messiah in third position on the brand new intermediate tyres under the safety car. We are very not long away from the end then, and the rain has gone too. So everybody that made a pit stop onto the safety car for the intermediates pretty much waste their time, because they're going to have to go in again pretty soon. Are they going to decide to go in this time is the question. We are going to have to see. Let's see what we are going to do. Into the pit lane for one of Twigs. Oh, a lot of drivers going into the pit lane now. Then a lot of people deciding to do the same thing. And out of the pit lane for Twigs. Matty Gamer continued on in the Alpine, sorry, so he's now to pit, and I don't think that's going to work out for him very well. Here in today's race on the intermediate, so he will pit, and I think Twigs is going to be the man to take the lead once again, most probably. Right, we are going racing, everybody, with 10 laps to go. Let's be getting on with it, shall we? Finally, some more racing action, and aren't we all just quite excited for this one? I certainly am, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go, let's race again. Twigs is the man in the lead and the man ahead. And we are going to go racing. 9 laps to go in this Grand Prix today. Twigs in the lead. There's a bit of moves going on behind, I think. I think ahead of that as well, Schumacher and Wolfie Connor, are having a nice little scrap in this race at this moment in time, everybody. But we are really enjoying this so far. We really are. Good stuff to watch. And here in CPG in Mexico, the racing, it's been kind of spaced out at times, but then when we've got back together, the racing has always been good to watch. And here we go, let's watch it again. Schumacher on Connor. Will we get a move? It's looking like we will. Round the outside, Connor dropping down. Schumacher into third, the Messiah in second, and Twigs in the lead of this Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. But that is what we like to see from Twigs, the Messiah in second, Frost in third, and behind goes Connor into the wall. Schumacher with a bit of a kerfuffle with him as well. But Connor's down in 7, and for now that'll be it for him. Down in 8 with 9 laps to go. This man is threw the race away here in the V car, pulling off the side. Is he going to retire? I think he's retiring. That should be him retiring in the pit lane, everybody, today, but we will just have to see. Wolfie Plays then disqualified from the session, I think, for sitting in the same place for too long here today, ladies and gentlemen. But it is all right. It is all right, because we are still racing up at the front, and the racing is going to get better lap by lap. We are hopefully going to get a winner from one of these guys at the front today, because they really do deserve it. Twigs or Messiah? Which one will it be though? Messiah in second place. Twigs in the lead though at the moment. These two have been going at it all race long, and you know, it's been Messiah that's been ahead most of it, and Twigs has been really trying his best as well. It's his time to shine now, who is in the lead of the Grand Prix with only a few laps to go before the end, really maximising his chances of taking the win today. Lap 22 of 29, with a half a second gap between him and Messiah. Let's see which way it is going to go. One of the only battles we've got on the grid today. Jamie with a 3-second time on the team. Myro at the back is on the soft, so possibly going for a fastest lap here today in CPG in Miami. But lap 22 of 29 coming to a close fairly soon. There we go then, the Messiah. So make a move on Twigs for the race lead here in Miami. Side by side, the Red Bull into the lead of the Grand Prix. Twigs in second place, he's gone ahead and done it. Brilliant move. And the Messiah in the lead of the Grand Prix. Will that be until the end now? Messiah is through. Behind that now as well, Maddie Gamer trying to make a move on Wolfie Plays. He's absolutely gone and done that then into 6th position. And what a move into 6th. Maddie Gamer has gone ahead and done it. Mighty game out with a 3-second time penalty, everybody. Wow, 6 laps to go. How fast has that gone, everybody? We are really, really close to the end of this Grand Prix now, and it's been pretty good stuff so far. Really, really good, and very much enjoyed it. But with only a few laps to go of this Grand Prix, then Messiah is leading. He's absolutely dominated today. Thoroughly deserves this win if he does get it. Twigs deserves it too. Only 3 drivers with penalties today as well, which is pretty impressive, given that I see a lot of penalties normally in the races that I commentate in. But the Messiah in the lead of this Grand Prix with 6 laps to go in this race. And we head round the final 2 corners and towards the line here in Mexico, with Twigs getting the fastest lap, which is actually interesting, because is he going to be able to make that move and gain into the lead of the Grand Prix? We'll just have to see here today. But lap 24 of 29 then, everybody. Here we go then, once again towards the back straight in this Grand Prix. The Messiah in the lead, Twigs in second place. The fastest middle sector for Twigs just proves that he's going faster lap by lap. He's gaining on the Messiah too down the back straight. Can he make a move into the final few corners here in Miami? He's going to absolutely stay behind. He's right on the backside. Can't make the move this time around. Possibly strategically he stayed back, but let's see if he can make a move down into turn 1. With the DRS activated, ladies and gentlemen. Red Bull in the lead, Twigs in second place. It's been a brilliant race so far, it really, really has, and the race continues on lap 25. Only 1 lap and then we've got 3 to go. No move there for Twigs once again. Can't do it once more, but can he do it down the straight, everybody? We are very close. Is he able to though? Isn't looking like he can at the minute. Lap 26 and 29. Schumacher ahead of Jamie as well, and Twigs contact on Messiah with 3 laps to go. Schumacher ahead then of Jamie. Now these two battling down the straight, everybody, in the latter stage of this Grand Prix. Can Jamie make a move in the inside of Schumacher down into turn 1? The Mercedes absolutely pushing it. Contact there on the Haas. The Mercedes nearly spins around in his mediums. He has to hold himself very, very tightly there not to spin around. And he is still on the track, fortunately, and Schumacher just gets ahead though after that little bit of a kerfuffle on lap 26. Cutting the curve there, Twigs trying to catch Messiah then down into the final corner, ladies and gentlemen. The fastest middle sector is activated for Twigs. Here we go then, the DRS will be activated again. On the third time of asking, can Twigs make the move? Here in the final corner in Miami, trying to absolutely do it there, but he can't do it this time around again. He's right on the backside, but he's just teasing us with it. He can't do it. Every lap we go around, the DRS activated. He can't make the move past Messiah. He's too good to stay ahead. But the DRS activated into the first corner on lap 27 of 29. Twigs really taking advantage of that first turn, taking a lot of curb, but not getting penalised for it. Both of them with equally decent exit out of that corner, both different size, but both pretty decent as well. As the Red Bull races up in the front, Twigs tries to catch him, missing all the apexes through there, running out wide as well on the medium, just trying to stay in the vicinity of Messiah, heading down towards the end of this Grand Prix. Only a few laps to go, and every single lap counts. Next lap is the penultimate of this Grand Prix. The DRS is enabled on the backside of Messiah. Can we finally get a move? He's getting closer and closer, and the third time of asking here, trying to get through, but just has to stay back again. He could have made it. He could have maybe made a dive, pushed him off wide, forced him to let him through, but he didn't this time around. And on lap 27 of 29, the move is falling through the fingers of Twigs. Isn't looking like it's going to happen. Down the back straight, Messiah with a brilliant exit out of there. ERS being used for Messiah on the medium. Twigs on the mediums too, with medium ERS being used and DRS. He's not going to gain enough down into turn one, or is he? Trying to gain as fast as he can. It's just not enough to get up towards Messiah in the Red Bull at the moment. Twigs has got to really pull some sort of time out of himself to try and make the move on Messiah today and win this Grand Prix, both equally with no penalties. So whoever is ahead will win this Grand Prix on the track today. Messiah in the lead into turn one. Twigs really closing up to him now. He's 2 tenths behind, both on the same lap old mediums. It comes down to raw pace now. Both clearly have different distinct driving styles and driving lines, but both equally work well for them as well. And Twigs just trying to get through past Messiah. As you can see, Messiah visually in front, making a few mistakes on the track there. Twigs taking the corners a bit better than he did last lap around on the penultimate lap today. Just down here was where he nearly made that overtake. Can he do it today? Can he do it on lap 28 of 29? DRS activated, 76% ERS. He needs to use a bit of it, really. He's going to really help him. He's going to try around the outside. Can he finally do it, Twigs? He can't. He needs to use that ERS. He's got 83%. Is he just going to save it for the final lap? I think he's going to save it for the final lap. I think he's going to save it. He might be strategic. I think he can get through. I think he's just waiting for the final lap of the race. I think I've realised now. We'll have to see though. Lap 28, 29, the final lap. Decent exit for Messiah. Not so good for Twigs as he loses a lot of time then on the exit of that corner there here in Miami. Down towards the final corner here today. DRS is activated. The gap is incredibly big at the moment, but it is going to come down right up the backside of Twigs now. He's going to close right to the backside of Messiah, braking very late and bringing the gap incredibly close then today in Miami. But here we go, the final lap of the Grand Prix here in Miami begins. Messiah and Twigs giving it absolutely everything. The battle of the Red Bull and the Alpine. They're going to absolutely push it towards the end of today's Grand Prix, and either one of them deserves the race today. No penalties in sight for them, so whoever's in front will win the Grand Prix. They're equally on the same tyres too, so it's going to come down to raw race pace as like I said, these guys with the different driving styles, taking the corners differently every lap I've seen actually. And Twigs trying to catch Messiah still. Half a second gap, is a little bit further behind than he would want to be at the moment. He will be picking up the ERS. You can see he's using the ERS now. He knows it's the final lap, and it's strategically it has worked out for him. Twigs into the lead in the Grand Prix using all the ERS he's got. It has helped him massively, but don't forget that he's got 64% ERS. Messiah nearly spins around. That could be it for Messiah now. The gap's 1.1. He will lose DRS down the back straight. Is that going to be it for Messiah in the Red Bull? I think he's absolutely done. He's going to race towards the line. He'll use all the ERS down the straight. Absolutely burned now before the end. He can use absolutely everything. Twigs towards the line then, after saving all his ERS strategically here in CPG. CPG here in Mexico. It comes down to this, and Twigs in the Alpine round the final corner in Miami. It's been a brilliant Grand Prix from Twigs and Messiah, but at the very end, Twigs comes out on top with the Grand Prix win from Messiah in second place as he crosses the line with a 10-second penalty. Frost, 16 seconds down the road, will cross the line, and he will round the final corner to take third place and the final step on the podium today in Miami. Second place though, no Messiah to third here in the Grand Prix. Schumacher now takes third, Messiah to 4. Oh my, the gap getting bigger and bigger now. Messiah to 6. What is going on? This man who raced so well dropping down the order. What a race that was at the very end. Love it. Love to see it. Wolfie Plays in 8th position, is the last man to cross the line. He will be coming around the final corner in a second. Over the line. That is it for Wolfie Plays. That is it for CPG. That is it for today. And we have got 13 rounds left of this season. Right there, everybody, here we go, finish results. Twigs in the Alpine taking the win from Frost in second place, Schumacher third, Maddie Gamer 4, Myro 5, Wolfie Plays in 6, Jamie 7, Messiah in 8, Vicario 9, and Connor in 10 for Miami. Thanks for joining me, everybody, here at CPG. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Good night.